If you want footage that looks like this.
Ready? Oh, dude.
Or this.
I've done longer trips on these bikes, and it's very doable. So I don't want to downplay that either.
Or even want still images that look like this. Or this. I'm going to show you how I rig up my camera to my helmet and what my setup is. And in this video, I'm going to go from a simple camera on a helmet setup to the whole 9 yards if you want a microphone rigged up in your helmet or even want to record exhaust clips. And honestly, I have a cheaper setup that I'm pretty excited to share with you guys because I feel like it does a pretty decent job for how old it is. And I feel like it performs just fine. So I'm excited to show you guys. That way you guys can get out there and hopefully do the same. A lot of these YouTubers nowadays are rocking the Insta360, not me. GoPro, baby. Still rocking the GoPro. Used to be you could just get a Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition, buy a cheap mic off of Amazon, find a way to hook that to your helmet, you were good to go. Not anymore. I have the GoPro Hero 10, older generation. Footage is just fine on it. You don't need to go out and buy a new GoPro, okay? You really don't. Now, if you're looking to get audio clips, like I said, it's not like it used to be before. You can't just hook up a cheap Amazon mic to your GoPro anymore. You gotta have this thing, the Media Mod, okay? So the reason I say this is cheaper is because when I bought this thing, I bought it off Marketplace with 2 spare batteries and the Media Mod that already came with it. It was actually advertised as a GoPro Hero 9, so I was pleasantly surprised to show up and it was a GoPro Hero 10. I would say if you're looking to get a GoPro, definitely go used, as long as it's good. Make sure it runs, works, no problems with it before you actually buy it. And I'd say get a Hero 8 or newer. I just feel like the Hero 8 footage is where it really kind of starts getting to where the 10s and 11s look now. You don't need to go out and buy a brand new GoPro, really. I mean, if you're just starting off, I feel like the footage on this films just fine. You can still get 4K, you can still get 1080p, still get whatever you want, whatever frame rate you want. Now, I did have to tweak the settings a little bit. It kind of depends on what you're looking for. I like a little bit faster, crazier looking footage because I don't really ride that fast that often. So I want my footage to look kind of like crazy blurry. Here's my settings. If you're a guru or you have the GoPro right in front of you, you can adjust it that way. There's plenty of other YouTube videos though that will have what you're looking for and more specifics on what settings to use. An investment you're going to want to make if you're going to be making these videos in broad daylight are ND filters. They're essentially like sunglasses for your GoPro, and if you want colorful footage during the broad daylight, you're going to want these. Otherwise, the sunlight just absolutely destroys the coloring of your footage, I've discovered. You can get a set of 4 of these on Amazon for fairly cheap. I like this brand, Newer. It was definitely a cheaper brand, and they screw onto the newer GoPro models just like this. It's pretty simple to use. Usually they'll have different ratings, and that just kind of depends on how dark you want it. In broad daylight, no clouds, I'm always rocking the 32. That's the darkest you can get. I feel like it gives me the best coloring in that daylight. If it's coming up on evening time, you're definitely going to want to knock it down to maybe a 4 or 0. These things will make your footage way too dark. I've learned that the hard way a couple times, especially doing videos in the evening time. Okay, you have the GoPro, you have the Media Mod. So the Media Mod has 2 microphones, has one on the front of this little styrofoam thing and one on the back. Realistically, those aren't going to pick up anything at all when you're riding. Not good. So if you're just looking to get footage or still images, you don't care what the audio sounds like at all, you don't even need the Media Mod. You just need the GoPro, the ND filter, and the settings tweaked. So you're going to want a microphone if you do actually care about what your audio sounds like. Now, if you're trying to get exhaust clips, there's a different microphone we'll go over here in a bit. But as for if you just want to talk or, make some commentary or have a microphone in your helmet just to kind of prevent wind noise, I go with this purple Panda mic. This is probably the cheapest high quality mic you can get right now on the internet, in my opinion. It does wonders. It really is a fantastic microphone. And, you know, if I ever want to interview somebody on my YouTube channel or something, this is a microphone I can just toss on them. And it's going to pick up all the audio.
You don't want this bike for highway pulls. You don't want this bike if you're a really tall guy looking to do some touring on it, right? What do you want this bike for?
Have some spare dead cats. Always put it in your helmet with these dead cats. They're so cheap. Like, I got this pack of 5 of them for like less than $5, I know, on Amazon. I will say it really helps with the wind noise. Inside your helmet, it might not be that windy. Your microphone's going to find the wind regardless. As you can see, it just kind of plugs into the media mod. This one does. And every helmet's different. I kind of wrap it up in one of my wife's hair ties I found one day and just use that. And I just kind of tuck it into the cushioning of my helmet. And then I use electrical tape to get it rigged up there in a good spot. It kind of tickles my chin a little bit, but I don't care. I mean, it's a little uncomfort to get some good audio. Really great microphone. Really recommend it. I just use the normal audio jack or mic jack, I guess, on the media mod. It's going to be that bottom one. Pretty easy to set up once you get it rigged to your helmet. As for rigging to the helmet, I have converted to chin mounts. They're a little pricey. I don't think you have to have a chin mount to do motovlogs. There's so many other mounts out there. For a while, I just kind of used a strapping mount. That way I can go from one helmet to another and it wouldn't be stuck on, you know, whatever helmet. The only problem I had with that was that I wasn't able to get the strap through my helmet and have the visor close all the way. I had to always keep the visor open, and that caused a lot of wind noise to come in. And, you know, when the visor's barely open, the wind noise just amplified. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're going to go with a cheaper mount, make sure it's something you can close the visor all the way. It is kind of nice to have those strap mounts. I mean, if you're rocking a dirt bike helmet, it's not going to matter. Just go with like one of the strap mounts off Amazon. It'll do just fine. Like I said, you don't really have to go with chin mounts. I would chin mounts just because, I mean, they advertise the most to me, I guess. And also, I was seeing some good reviews about them. And I will say, you can pick up this helmet by the mount, and it will not come off. And technically, this chin mount is for the previous version of this helmet. I had to get a new helmet right before I moved to Idaho, and I got like the Strata 3, I think, and I had the Strata 2 when I ordered this chin mount. The Strata 2 chin mount fits the Strata 3. Luckily, Sedici made the helmet similar enough, and you know, it's still extremely sturdy with the 3M tape, and it's an awesome chin mount. I like can't ask for anything more. I think chin mount is the way to go if you're going to be doing motovlogs. I've done on the head before in the past. I've done on the side of the helmet. I've always thought it's just easier to get a mic rigged up to the front of your face and you get a way better POV. You get way more of what you're looking at. It's easier to share with people what you're seeing on the road. If you want to do those pure sound videos where you're just kind of recording the exhaust, you'll want one of these. This is a Zoom H1N handy recorder. This microphone is awesome. How you go about getting exhaust clips on it is you simply just put it in your backpack, and I always just kind of wrap it in a microfiber just to prevent any like clinking around, making noise, and also it kind of prevents the zippers from making too much noise inside the backpack. This thing's awesome. It records great quality. I typically also put on the little boom mic cover, styrofoam boom mic cover it comes with, and you know, you can just put it in your backpack, sync the audio by clapping your hands and editing it later, and it picks up everything pretty good on the bike. Tons of settings on this thing to tweak and play with. I think it does fantastic. It's battery operated, very easy to use, and overall I've been very impressed with it. I love getting clips of my exhaust and just being able to watch and listen to pure sound videos from my own motorcycle. Every camera is going to have its issues. Here are the two major ones I had with my GoPro. The first one is that on newer GoPros, they have voice command. I did not know this at all, so I kept using the word stop in my videos when I first started recording them, and my footage would just cut off there. It took me about a week to figure out the GoPro had voice commands. Pretty easy fix, just turn off in the settings. Just something I wish I would have known before buying a newer GoPro. Another issue I have, unfortunately, is not as easy as a fix. I think I have it figured out, but I don't have a solution figured out. So on hot days when I'm riding, I've noticed the GoPro will randomly just shut off and it won't let me turn it on again. The only way I can get it to turn on again is by taking the GoPro off my helmet, unplugging the mic, taking off the media mod, then taking out the battery and putting it back in again. I don't know why it does this, but I think I have an idea. I think the batteries get so hot on hot days that they literally start to expand. So I think you have to reseat the battery in the GoPro because it's not seated properly. That's kind of what I think it is, because it only seems to happen to me on hot days, like 90 or 80 degrees plus. And I don't really seem to have the issue of have a lot of wind going and it's cooling down the GoPro. So I'm not 100% that's what it is, but I'm pretty certain. Either way, it's super annoying to have to do all that just to get the camera to record again. And this has probably only happened to me, 1 in 20 times, but still when it happens, it's super frustrating. I live in a desert technically, and it hasn't really happened to me too much since I've lived here, just here and there, but when it does happen, it's extremely frustrating. But I've just learned to put up with it. Overall, this setup I have wasn't super expensive, and I've been impressed with it. Even if you don't want to make full-on moto vlogs, it's awesome to have good footage of you riding your bike and good images. And I think that's kind of the beauty in it, is that you don't really need to take these things super seriously. It's just kind of fun to play with. And I feel like my setup is not extremely expensive. It definitely has some more expensive items in it that I've collected over time, but for the most part, really not that bad. And I feel like the quality of my footage is pretty good. So I've been impressed with it. I hope I offered you guys some insight and kind of give you guys some ideas about your setup. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Thank you.